Shut up, compressor.
Jonathan Anderson, aka Scale Model Doc, asks, should I get started on YouTube as a second/adjacent hobby, or just stick to the modeling with a pinch of posting on Facebook and Instagram? So I'm going to answer this in two kind of different ways. The first one, talking to motivation, and the second one, talking to level of effort. Now, in terms of motivation, I would never, ever recommend starting a YouTube channel or starting modeling videos out of some sense of obligation, out of some sense of like peer pressure. This isn't like taking better photos of your models to show off on Facebook and Instagram and therefore having to learn about photography. This is a whole level beyond that. And personally, just speaking for myself, the only reason I started making modeling videos was to effectively teach myself Adobe Premiere Pro and video editing and processing and all that kind of stuff, because it's relevant to my day-to-day work. And so that was the impetus for me, was I want to learn video editing. I can make videos of this thing that I'm passionate about and use that to teach myself video editing. And it's definitely grown a bit beyond that since, to the point where it very much is a second hobby. So I would say if you do have some sort of motivation, whatever it is, I mean, it could be video editing, it could be being more comfortable on camera, it could be, hell, it could be you have something very unique that you want to bring to the YouTube community. If that motivation is there, then by all means jump in. But if it's not, I wouldn't recommend it. It definitely takes away from bench time, and it definitely takes a lot of effort. Which brings me to the second track of this answer, the scope of effort. So just to walk you through a typical video that I'm doing, like, you know, the multi-part build series. So this involves having a camera, this thing right here. It involves having a microphone. It involves having a crazy boom arm and a shitload of lighting. And it involves regularly filling up SD cards and offloading them onto my computer and filling up external hard drives and having to dump footage onto other hard drives and just finally having to say fuck it and deleting footage after videos are made because they take up so much damn space. Then there's the ingesting all that footage into Premiere Pro, or, you know, if you're using Final Cut or something like that, that's another option. And then going through the whole editing dance. And that's everything from, you know, your intro to, do you want music? Do you want to do a voiceover script? Then you've also got to write a script and record it. Then you have to time it to the video clips, which is why the multi-part things I do, it's just me talking into the microphone over there, because scripting that out would just take even longer. Then after you spend the time editing it, and I've gotten to the point where I can pretty much edit down, you know, anywhere from like 20 to 50 clips down to a good half hour to 45-minute video in about a night and a half or 2 nights. But that's come with just efficiency over time. Even once you get to that point, though, you're still taking time away from the actual build to do all the video shit. And then there's, you know, the rendering and the saving it and the uploading it and the writing the YouTube descriptions and the, you know, dealing with, do you want to monetize it or not, and accepting the fact that you're not going to make that much from YouTube unless you're, you know, Martin out there doing the Uncle Night Shift thing, where he's got tons of subscribers, and I can only imagine what his sort of monthly ad take rate is. But, you know, for me, it bounces between, like, you know, $100 and $250, which is nice. It's awesome to have around. But I'm not anywhere close to, like, quitting my day job to support myself on YouTube or anything like that. If I wanted to do that, I'd probably not be making modeling videos. So there is a ton of effort involved with it, and only get into it if you feel like you're up to that.